$42 on a single trade, guys. Come on, man. All right, so we just entered 20% AMD puts, took these contracts from, oh, we're eating, guys. Come on, man. Because I do recommend you paper trade before you actually put live money. Now, I did the opposite. Took a lot of losses in the beginning, load up like $100 on my account, lose that over the week, put another $100 on my account, lose that over the week. $4:37 a.m. We're gonna hit the gym this time because I didn't go yesterday. I've been slacking, and then we're gonna come back up and chart and see what's going on for today. So we're back from the gym. It's currently 6:24 a.m. and I'm going to show you guys the breakdown of what we're watching, as well as I'm going to show you guys what we did last night in the futures market, because we took 2 trades and we did take some profits. First one was a very good trade. The second one, we took a $3 loss, so it wasn't really that bad at all. We were up in some good profits, over $35, $40 on the second one, because we took 2 contracts this time. So this week, guys, on the rest of the week and every other week coming up, I'm going to try to trade 2 contracts now on the futures market instead of just trading 1 and capitalizing off 1 single trade, because as of lately, every single trade that we take on the futures market has been hitting, and instead of taking just 1 for a $40, $80, $100 gain, I could be making double that. So this time we're gonna do that, and let me show you guys the breakdown of what we're looking at for the stocks and the futures account. So I got my setup already ready, but let me show you guys why I haven't really traded in the past couple of days, or past 2 days at least, because look at this action, guys. This is a Friday right here, so let's just say Monday. This is Monday. It went sideways after a nice pump in the morning, pumps it down, hits this little support area, and just rockets all day. So it essentially just in still a tight range a little bit. And here we are above our call level a little bit, bouncing on support. 15 minutes has a little bit of a head and shoulders. That's why we already got the breakdown, but it's still on support level, breaking down here nicely. So that's why I haven't really been trading it. It's just in a difficult area. This guy, Landry Capital, already passed his combine. Look at that. He's already at 53K. Another $1,500 morning. Last night he had a $1,500 morning. This guy is killing it. He's trading ES, so maybe I should start trading ES, but I'm gonna take it slow, guys. You see, we're in profits this morning, $36. We took a $3 loss. We was up over 40. You guys can see these 2 trades I took. One was a very nice trade setup here. We broke the most recent high. This is my type of trading style. Breaks a recent high, it's just a breakout simple trade. Hits our price target, and that was when we were in 1 contract. Second trade, I tried to enter in for 2 contracts. You guys can see this nice little downtrend break. That's all I traded. Was up a nice pump of over $30, $40 here, but ended up coming back down. And I actually sold at almost our entry. I didn't let it go all the way down to my stop loss because I didn't want to lose what I already risked. But the stop loss was only set for $27, so I would have just lost about half. So I still do plan on trading this account. Market opens in 2 minutes. We're up over 680 on this account, which is pretty solid. And if you look in our P&L for this week, we just been taking 1 single trades every single day. 122 this week. So let's end the week strong, guys. It's Wednesday today. We gotta end this week strong.
Order filled.
Guys, market's super bloody. I mean, we're losing a fat level on SPX. I mean, on MES. So we just entered short here. Pretty much a quick scalp in and out. I'm in 2 contracts here, so we're gonna try to catch a good one. $42 on a single trade, guys. Come on, man. Catching this scalp. We're catching this nice drop. Let's get out of break even, man. Let's get out of break even.
Order filled.
All right, we just got out of break even. Look at that. It's totally fine, though. Look at that. That shit broke below that level, and we sold out at MES, and that shit is going, man. No looking back, though. It is what it is. Let's move on to the next trade, though. Let's see what else is going on. We're in another one. Guys. We ain't gonna let this one slap us back, though. We're gonna sell out that $40 gain. As soon as it hits $40, I'm out. Just like that. To get that morning coffee. We just scalped gold. We're over 780 on the account now. $134 day off of just trading gold, guys. That was pretty nice. Gold moves pretty nice. I'm not even gonna lie, $10 a tick. So now we're up 134 on the day, 220 on the week. So let's end it there as far as futures. Now I'm gonna hop into the option market and just shut this bad boy down so I don't overtrade or end up giving it all back. So shutting that down, and I'm just gonna pull up options. Once the market starts going bearish one more time, because right now it's bouncing, I swear I'm taking AMD puts below 137.12. I already got my price target set and my stop loss set. Price target is 135.90, so a nice $2 drop with a stop loss, a 50-cent stop loss, 40-cent stop loss. So it's a very tight stop loss compared to the reward. So nice risk reward ratio, nice little pennant on the 5 minutes, which is currently rejecting the breakout, which is totally solid for me. I need SPY in the whole market as a whole to follow with. Guys, we're about to slap the fuck out of this AMD push here. As soon as breaking this trend, it's a little bit of a risky entry that I might enter here earlier than expected, but it's breaking this nice downtrend. So we need this 15-minute candle to close below, and we're in these hoes. All right, so we just entered a little bit early. 30 seconds for this candle to close. I like this setup, man. It's looking pretty good. Let's fucking go, guys. It's breaking down below that put level that is their initial entry, but we're already up 10% here. Let's fucking go. 12% here, 12% here. Maybe once we hit 15%, I'll sell one, keep the last one, and see if we can hold for some more gains. Well, we're still at 12%, guys. We need this shit to tank, man. Let me play some music for a little bit. Let's fucking go. We just hit 20% AMD puts, took these contracts from, oh, we're eating, guys. Come on, man. Guys, we're about to sell out here real soon. I ain't even gonna lie, man. This shit looks so fucking good. Guys, we're out. Well, why can't I close? Hold on. That scared me. Oh, it's because I have a fucking market order on. Okay, there it goes. That's super gay. Just because I had a stop loss order open, it didn't let me sell right away. But I sold it. Nice gain, 270 from 225 to 270. All right, so we're gonna head out now. I just had to help somebody real quick in the free chat because they're asking how to set up their charts. Mind you, they're literally brand new to trading. They just bought a computer for it right now, so I had to show them how to set it up for option trading. So currently he's paper trading right now, which is perfectly fine because I do recommend you paper trade before you actually put live money. Now I did the opposite, unfortunately. I put live money first, took a lot of losses in the beginning, load up like $100 on my account, lose that over the week, put another $100 on my account, lose that over the week. So I do recommend paper trading first because you can lose money that's not yours, unlike throwing up live cash. Now the only difference is that there's no emotions when you paper trade. You might just buy 5 contracts just because you can, and you don't care if you lose or not. Whereas if you have real money in it, of course you care if you lose. You don't want to lose too much. You don't want to blow up your whole account. So I've been there before. Now currently eating nicely. All of our trades are profitable, and if you took all the trades so far this week on this Wednesday, especially this AMD trade, you've been profitable too. So let's see how we're gonna close out this week. Hopefully tomorrow some good trades. We finally caught a good setup. That was a solid A1 setup, nice breakdown. And when we come back, we're gonna show you guys the breakdown of why I even entered, how I found that level, which is very important because that level was some sauce. Hit that level twice, and then we finally got the breakdown. So with a nice pennant, and I know a lot of people don't like trading patterns, but I'm gonna show you guys why I use patterns. I don't necessarily trade patterns, but if I'm already bearish on the market and there's a bearish pattern, that just makes it even more easier to follow that momentum when it drops. So that's what we caught. We caught a nice bearish pennant break to the downside below our level, where if we would have broke below that level, it'd be even more bearish. And so that's how we caught some nasty ass puts. Contracts went from 225 to 270. I sold one at 250. Unfortunately, it would have been a bigger day, over 120 on the day if I had both contracts, but it is what it is, guys. That's how we learn. Guys, when we get back home, we're gonna show you guys the trades and the orders. Currently up $61 on a single trade. Now, if I had 2 of them, of course, it'd be up over 120, but we're not gonna play the shoulda, woulda, coulda game because I'm still glad that I sold out for about 12-15% on the first trade because I had to protect my gains and make sure that it does not reverse on me. But we're gonna go scan some documents for my mom. I picked up all the stuff at her Tacoma shop, and we're gonna go over there and scan. I bring the scanner too because we gotta make sure she doesn't get audited. I'll pitch you guys back when we get home to do the trade recap, and then we're gonna talk about the rest of the week because, guys, we're freaking killing it, man. So let's keep killing it, guys. Time is currently 6:10 p.m. and we did take some futures trades. Now we took 2 of them, guys, and we freaking printed. We're over $60 on the day as we speak right now. So I'm gonna show you guys my futures account, but first we're gonna break down the AMD trade that I took and show you guys my orders as well as why I even took it, what was the reason, why was my entry, why did I enter to where I entered, and the whole breakdown, guys. So let's get right into it. Per usual, I got the stock open, the futures open, and my account open to show you guys my orders and show you guys what we did today. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to show you the call out as well as the orders that I took. So these are my orders right here, and we took 2 of them at 225, sold one at 241, and sold the last one at 270. And I literally called it out same time I entered. As you have to see, 8:14 a.m., 8:14 a.m. I said AMD 1122 137 piece for 225 a piece, and we freaking printed, guys. Sold out at 270. As you guys saw earlier in the live trading video, I tried to sell out earlier at 280 a piece, but for some reason, I guess when you have a stop loss open, you gotta cancel it first. But with that being said, let's talk about this trade right here. I forgot to show you guys, as you guys can see, I bought a SPY put for $4, sold it at $4. So it didn't affect me. I'm still up $61 on the day. So it was a break-even trade on that one. I was trying to capture some puts, but we're not gonna talk about that one since that one literally didn't do nothing, and it was just $4. But now the reason why I took this trade is very simple, because every single time we hit this general area of support, it either bounces, but this time we broke below, and it was looking pretty weak, guys. Market was super bearish, and this was looking pretty weak. Now, the reason why I entered is because if you guys grab this downtrend, this low wick to the downside, connect that wick, and pull up here, you guys can see this 15-minute candle closed below. As soon as I got the 15-minute candle closed below, the confirmation that it's closing below, I decided to enter short. And that was probably the best decision, because if I would have waited right here to enter short, if I was going to wait for a retest entry or break and retest strategy here, I wouldn't have been able to get paid. But since I entered way up here as soon as this candle closed, we saw nice amount of profits here. And let's go down to the 5 minutes because you guys saw me trading on the 5 minutes as far as the entry of the screen. So this is what it looks like now on the 5 minutes. I enter as soon as this get a candle close too, because as soon as this candle closed, I decided to enter, push down here pretty hard, broke below today's lows, plus that level that I called out, which is the reason why we're even entering. Managed to hold it all the way down to here, sell it here on this candle at the very bottom, and as soon as we sell out, guys, that shit ended up rocketing. So I'm very glad we exited. So we printed nicely off of this setup, and like I said earlier in the video, now I don't really like trading patterns myself either because they're unreliable, and today I can show you a pattern that was unreliable on SPY, which is the reason why I took it, but it never hit. Because if we're already downtrending hard and we get a nice bearish pennant, it just makes it more easier to take puts. It drops more faster. But if this was a bull flag and I was taking puts, it'd be a lot more harder to enter and the momentum would be less strong. So it's really easy for me to take puts on this trade right here. Printed nicely. That's how we got that nice trade. Now, as you guys saw on the futures account in the first trade that I took puts here and it ended up reversing back up. Sold for a small loss, but we're still up on the day at that time. And I decided to enter some gold. Now, where I entered gold was off of these candles right here. I don't have any type of long visualization on there, but I entered because I saw us breaking out above this most recent high, 90 EMA's falling upwards, and I decided to take a quick scalp. Now, I never traded gold, so I just entered in and out for a quick gain of over $70 on this trade. It was very nice. I learned that gold moves $10 every single tick. And then today after work after we got home in the after hours, we decided to take longs here because you guys can see we broke this nice most recent high, and I decided to go in for a quick scalp, which is how we're up $60. Plus, I also traded MES for a quick $20 scalp. So we made $40 off gold, and then we made $20 off MES, which this is MES right here. Very quick scalp, entered 2 contracts on this nice push down, and we made loads quick $20. But now we're up $843 on this account, which is looking very solid, and our P&L for this month is looking pretty green. No lie, only 4 red days this month. Every single other day is green. So 9 green days and 5 red days. So we're eating pretty nicely. It's looking pretty good. Let's end this Friday with a nice strong green as well. So I just started taking 2 contracts instead of 1, which is pretty helpful as far as the gains goes. The risk reward is still there because even if I take 2 contracts, I'm losing about $25 a loss, whereas the gain is over $40. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio, I guess is what they say, or a 1-to-1, whatever it really is. I don't even care about the terms. It's just the fact that I'm either making money or losing money, and I'm making money so far. So on the futures account, we're eating up here pretty nicely, and what I am going to start doing is taking 2 contracts instead of single contracts to try to maximize off of 2, maybe sell 1, keep 1, just like how we did on AMD today. And I might even start trading some gold because gold moves $10 a piece. But we're gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We added 2 live trades in this video, so I hope you guys were able to learn from how I think, how my mind works, why I entered on the trade setup that I took, so you guys can understand why I'm entering, what's the thought process, how I'm feeling behind it. And it's fun, guys. It is a lot of fun to do all these call outs. It is a little bit nerve-wracking knowing that people are going to either enter with you and either lose or win, but all the trades that we called out this week, which has only been 2, have been profitable. Even with last week, all the trades that we called out last week been profitable, and the week before that profitable as well. So if you were to enter the premium chat, literally these 3 weeks would have well overpaid your monthly for this month and even next month, and probably even next month too as well. So guys, we give a lot of value in our Discord and the premium chat. Not only is it a signals chat, but we offer economic news, earning reports, updated every single day, updated every single week. Talk about stocks, talk about politics, the economy. I mean, everything, guys, you name it. So that's in the signals chat. In the free chat, we have over 97 people in there, so you guys can run it up to 100. Let's get that numbers going up. And I appreciate you guys subscribing because now we're at 703 subscribers, pushing these numbers up, and we're gonna keep going, guys. 2 options. You can either join the free Discord, a small community, less than 100 people, but it is very fun, very, very active. Or you can join the signals chat with over 200 people, very active as well. A lot of us talk about a lot of other things as well. And I hope to see you guys in there. And I appreciate you guys watching this.